The objective for this call essentially is to increase relationship between development partners and external community by better understanding what we can do on our platform, Edgeware, to allow for easier integration and expanded versatility. So I guess to get right into it, a couple of things that we currently are doing well and that a lot of people know us by are the smart contracts on our ecosystem as well as our governance protocol. So we have our, you know, decentralized community that's able to vote in what we do and propose for upgrades, propose for changes on the network. So the way that we handle these situations and the way that we kind of connect to our community, internal community, external community, that shows a lot for how we expand and how we continue to grow into the future. So we want to make sure that we're hitting on a lot of these different points and getting input from, partners, external community, so that we can do our jobs better and delivering a very robust and versatile ecosystem. So like I was saying, smart contracts, right now what we're doing with smart contracts and WASM and EVM with our substrate model, we're consistently upgrading our node for better performance. We're able to optimize conditions better when deploying and testing smart contracts using Edgeware, especially for our WebAssembly compiler. And our recent addition to the Ethereum virtual machine on Edgeware has enabled us to make more connections in the Ethereum ecosystem, as well as enabling the potential for partnerships outside of the Polkadot substrate ecosystem. So we're doing a lot there, but we have a lot more that we can expand upon. So a couple of those might be, decentralized apps, dApps, marketplace for NFTs, which we are working with teams like Zine. Transparency of new information and upgrades, so ensuring the community values are in alignment with what we're delivering. And then we also want to know how might Edgeware be able to begin bridging the gap between different industries that could be able to utilize smart contract technology to support their business. Then, could we possibly fund them from Edgeware? So a couple of things we can look at. So right now, the direction we could go, Substrate offers great tooling and resources for Edgeware to quickly expand. And, with the palettes, it allows Edgeware to get easy upgrades and roll out new things very quickly due to the advanced teams and the innovative tech stack that these teams use to build this technology out. So it's in Edgeware's best interest right now to stay on the front of innovation. And so sticking with our current substrate model is probably optimal to keep our competitive edge in the current market. However, smart contracts that are compiled in EVM are also great use because the Ethereum market is still the largest today, and being able to utilize the resources that the Ethereum community creates will also allow for greater growth for Edgeware. Basically, we want to make sure that we're focusing on both fields right now, WASM and EVM, so that we have the most robust and versatile ecosystem for developers to build upon. And due to our governance model, we offer a flexibility and compatibility that not a lot of chains have. So we can kind of mold into what's best for the chain at the most optimal time. And in strategizing and planning ahead of time, we're able to make accurate decisions for when to roll out certain upgrades and changes to our infrastructure to help promote rapid growth and adoption for developers that are looking for the greatest options that are currently available. And also, as previously mentioned, we have both WASM and EVM functionality. Given the speed and low cost of Edgeware for the majority of use cases, it's still going to be one of the most optimal solutions available. However, platforms like Ethereum are still offering more robust tool sets and frameworks that in most cases are still able to outperform even our on-chain efficiency by allowing their developers to make workarounds due to the amount of developers that are actively innovating and providing new solutions on Ethereum. So that prolonged sustainability and perpetual increase in adoption and performance from those developers on Ethereum, providing new tools and new ways to build, is what's really keeping Ethereum at the front. So that's why it's continually important that we're seeking out ways to bring on new developers and then to create a platform that is synonymous with breeding excellence and powerful new tools that everyone will want to use. So we just want to make sure that we're consistently trying to seek out new people and new communities that actually want to contribute to Edgeware so that we can continue to exponentially increase as one of the most prominent smart contract platforms that anyone could use. So Yeah, I'll move into the communication part. So we want our community partners to voice their opinions and their stance on how they see Edgeware and where they see the most potential, and what Edgeware can do to ensure that we're staying ahead of the curve. And doing all of that, we're returning value to the community and all of Edgeware's partners to create a synergistic ecosystem where anyone can benefit from participating. So essentially, all of our partners, anyone in the community, investors, anyone that wants to be participated in Edgeware, due to the way our governance model works, everyone can get a piece of the pie and everyone can get value out of just participating and trying to contribute. So yeah, what we want to have is stronger feedback loops with our community and our partners. So when things are not moving at a pace that seems adequate, we can get a nudge or a reminder that keeps us on track. But we want to do our best in maintaining self-maintenance. But an external reminder will provide a much better indicator for our internal performance. Anything that seems like a good idea or anything that seems like it has the potential to become something, we should be writing all of these things down, expanding upon them, and figuring out what they're worth before utilizing the resources and energy. And inputs from community members, especially on our Commonwealth.im forums, helps a lot in ensuring that we're not going 2 steps forward or going 1 step forward just to go 2 steps back. And that's really critical when we're competing against so many other chains that are trying to do the same thing. So we want to make sure we're making incremental compounding progress that is aligned with the goals of our community and partners. So basically by helping us help you, we can better understand where we can do better. So
a quick note before we talk about other things and other partners. So speaking about Parachain auctions, we do have an active plan undergoing, mainly handled by dChat partners, which is one of the major contributors in Edgeware ecosystem, and they will be launching a Parachain called Kabocha on Kusama. So unlike any other what I can say, other substrate projects which are basically developing a sister chain which is exactly the same as them, like with a minor change, pretty much a clone. But we are having a different approach with a kind of more keen towards NFTs, and that's why decent partners will be completely taking over and handling all the legal stuff and aiming to launch the Parachain like as a parathread in the next Parachain auctions. And speaking of the same, it's, as we can see, it's like it's not about getting there early, because there have been a lot of instances where Parachain consensus, even relation consensus, had some problems due to some issues, like one with Remark, one with Moonbeam, and almost near to 5 instances. So Edgeware ecosystem being a stability oriented ecosystem, we have like a collective responsibility to always seek for stability, and also not rushing also provides an opportunity to secure a Parachain slot at very low cost. And in longer run, it doesn't matter who gains it first, in my opinion. Yep.
I'll open it up to
Hey, I'm Denis Yazbets, and I'm a CTO at 4thTech. First, I would like to give a voice to Tali Rejun to make our overview.
Thanks, Denis. Thanks for the invite, Edgeware Group. So, yeah, my name is Tali Rejun. I'm the head of 4thTech initiative. Let me make just a quick intro to 4thTech for all of you that are not familiar with our project. So we started already in 2017 as a group of, let's say, blockchain enthusiasts, developers, with the goal to develop a system, some kind of a system of decentralized data file exchange that would be available for all end users, not just for enterprise and so on. So the first beta was released in April 2018 on the Ethereum mainnet at the time. accompanied by a unique Google Chrome wallet extension that we developed from the ground up, because it handles not only tokens, digital assets, but also data files. So intensive testing was needed to figure out what to fix, change, add before we could release the production version. So we tried to develop some sort of a let's say combined platform that the user can use, log into it with our wallet. Now we support Ethereum, we support $Hashnet, we support Edgeware, and we'll be supporting Solana very soon. So we try to give the users as many possibilities as possible regarding transaction cost or speed, of course, and so on. So to cut the story short, we try to offer the simplest way to exchange data files on the blockchain, and we are preparing an instant messaging so layer 1 instant messaging from wallet to wallet. It will be built for now on Solana, and then we will see if we could also adapt for Edgeware. Depends on the speed. So yeah, this is the quick project overview. A lot of interesting information I got before from the previous presenter. So yeah, very nice to have you. So maybe Denis, you can explain a little bit
Yes,
an idea.
So the first tests after deployment of 4thTech solutions on Edgeware ran smoothly. We did not experience any problems. Also, the smart contract development and deployment on the Edgeware mainnet went okay. But currently we are experiencing some problems from reading from a smart contract. We get a runtime error with a failed to decode return value message. The same error appears on the Edgeware.app website if you call read method on a smart contract. Those errors appeared after there were no updates back in July. I've been also in contact with Shankar about that problem, and I would like to know if you maybe found a solution for this problem.
For sure.
Otherwise, yes.
So I relayed that information to Commonwealth Labs members, and just waiting for the resolution, because they were quite occupied with their own projects. They might have missed your question, but I will definitely remind and get it done on a priority basis.
Okay, but from the developer's stance of view, I think that the Edgeware ecosystem is built correctly. All the tools are available, so there is just the adoption that needs to be done. That's all from my side.
Yeah, I would just like to add here maybe that the time. Let's say I think we deployed it in April on Edgeware. So we did extensive testing, and really the smart contract worked beautifully, very fast. So you could exchange data from wallet to wallet in a couple of seconds with basically really small transaction cost. So we would really like to put it back into the works. So really are looking forward to solving this current, let's say, problem. So yeah, regarding Edgeware in general, hopefully we'll see an even bigger decentralization of the Polka network, which will give Edgeware even more security. Stimulated Edgeware adoption would be beneficial to all of us. So what I hope to see in 6 months is the collaboration and connectivity between substrates, so the Polkadot ecosystem can deliver its potential. Maybe to make an example, using 4thTech, I would like to see some data file exchange across substrates and Polkadot deployed apps and users, and so we could all experience this wonderful technology and its benefits. Yeah. So that's it from me.
For sure. Yeah. Thank you for your contribution there, because, where Edgeware stands, we're a really good facilitator in making sure, applications and companies like 4thTech are able to really deliver on what they're trying to do by use of decentralized applications, smart contracts, stuff like that, and especially when the substrate ecosystem ties into the launch of parachains on Polkadot. It's really gonna allow the Polkadot ecosystem to see its full potential, and hopefully by then we've been able to execute on all of these strategies and gaining developers and development on Edgeware, so that we can enter this ecosystem as a very robust player and make some moves that are good for everyone. So yeah, I'm definitely on you with that.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, I guess that kind of concludes this. We've kind of went through everything that we wanted to talk about. Any questions? Any remarks from anyone? Anyone want to add anything as we wrap up here? All right. We're going to actually take a lot of the notes out of here and make strategy for it for the next week. And we hope to engage in further discussion with you all. And we're going to essentially, make up some posts on our Commonwealth forum so we can deliver this to the community and move on from there. So I hope you all have a great day, and it was great to hear from all of you.
Thanks so much, Cameron.
Thanks very much.
Nice hearing from everybody.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.